CES 2021 is in full swing here at our office. And behind me is not one, not two, but 7 brand new gaming laptops from Asus, including this one, which has onboard graphics, a dedicated GPU, and a second dedicated GPU that hangs off the side of it. That's right, this right here is an RTX. Wait, are we not allowed to say the specs yet?
Not at all.
Well, that's fine. Our viewers are really smart, so I'm sure that if I said this is the powerful next-gen graphics card for mobile, they can put the pieces together. So come on, let me show you this stuff after I change into my Segway pants. And hey, would you look at that? I'm already wearing them. Right out of the gate, Asus has seemingly broken the laws of thermodynamics with the ROG Flow X13. On the surface, it appears to be a solid, thin and light notebook with some ROG flair. So it's 1.3 kilograms and 15.3 millimeters thick, kind of like an XPS 13 or a Razer Book, but thinner and lighter than both of them. And it flips around like this. Pretty cool. I'd forgive you for assuming that it's got a quad-core CPU and integrated graphics, but no. Not at all. In this miniature monster, we have a next-gen Ryzen processor, which rumors indicate could give it up to 8 processing cores, and what? It's someone else's rumor. We can report on that. Up to 8 processing cores and a GTX 1650. That's the same amount of power as an XPS 15, which is considerably heavier. Now, we can't do performance testing or game on it until the 26th, so get subscribed to see if the answer to how the heck they did this is just made it super loud. But Asus has given us a couple of clues. It seems they've taken what they learned from the ROG mothership, that a laptop performs better when it's pulling fresh air in instead of, suffocating against the surface of a table. And they've applied that same logic with maximum performance apparently being available in either stand or tent mode. Even better, this screen doesn't just hit the points for a notebook, including being the only laptop here that actually has a webcam. It demolishes them. As far as I know, this is the first 16:10 touchscreen with a 120 Hz refresh rate. It's like they made this thing for me. Given my first look so far, my main criticism is the trackpad is on the small side, and I would have loved to see them move the keyboard up just a little bit to give it more room. But I suspect they needed as much space as possible up here for cooling, while still giving you decent keyboard travel. I/O is surprisingly solid for a notebook in this class. We've got USB Type-C and Type-A along with a power button. Does that have a fingerprint sensor in it?
I don't think so.
Kind of looks like it should. Well, we'll figure that out in the production units. Along with an audio jack, HDMI port, and what in the crap is this thing? Okay, that is where things get extra spicy. If you heard GTX 1650 and thought, great, I get to play Cyberpunk at 18 frames per second, fear not. In my hand is the XG mobile GPU, and inside it is the next-gen mobile graphics card that I talked about. It connects through this proprietary connector that supplies PCI Express by 8 for the GPU. And remember, this is Gen 4, so by 8 is a lot of bandwidth, along with, a USB Type-C for a healthy mix of extra ports that you can plug all your other crap into. Now, unsurprisingly, this all doesn't come cheap, and I don't have finalized pricing, but Asus told us to expect about the price of a Zephyrus G14 for the laptop and another Zephyrus G14 for the eGPU dock thing. So that's a big ouch. What's going to be exactly the price of a Zephyrus G14 though is, well, the new Zephyrus G14. On the outside, not a whole lot has changed here, but that isn't a problem given the original G14 absolutely effortlessly took our Gaming Laptop of the Year award in 2020. Now, we don't know exactly what's inside besides new Ryzen and new NVIDIA stuff, but based off the old model, we can pretty safely guess it'll be packing an 8-core Ryzen 5000 processor that'll make its Intel counterparts blush, and a 60-class RTX graphics card. Honestly, the biggest upgrade on this one though is the screen. With a 1440p 144Hz panel, this is exactly what we've been asking for in a gaming laptop for years now. We recently did a short circuit video where we looked at this screen, actually a lot of these screens, Frankensteined onto the older models so we could actually game on them. So you should go check out that video if you want to hear my full thoughts. One can only fit so much power into a laptop of this size though, and that is where the all-new Zephyrus G15 comes in. And she is a beauty. Now in the past, Asus has made premium gaming laptops, but they've always skewed heavily gamery and often included what I will describe as interesting design decisions that occasional gamers would just find unacceptable. But here, Asus has finally made something that not only has the horses, but also the looks to go toe-to-toe with the best of Alienware or Razer. By the way, it's also available in black if you don't trust yourself to keep this one clean. We've got a massive glass-topped trackpad, a very good keyboard with a nice soft touch feel, and a 90 watt-hour battery to hopefully deliver all-day juice. Well, we'll have to see how that goes. Again, we only know for sure that it will have a next-gen Ryzen CPU and NVIDIA GPU, but the rumors are that it'll have up to an 8-core Ryzen 5900HX and a freaking RTX 3080. All of the frames will be beamed to your eyeballs via a 1440p, yes, 165Hz screen with 100% DCI-P3 coverage. What doesn't deliver as much color though is the keyboard, because as far as we can tell, it only does white. So if you're craving something a bit more colorful, well, we've got our keyboard t-shirts in your favorite colors, like brown at ltdstore.com, and also this Asus ROG Strix G15. Ah, yes. There's the unicorn vomit you guys were all waiting for. Much better. Here we get a replaceable vanity plate. Wait, where's the vanity plate? Here we get a replaceable vanity plate. So that's neat, I guess. And a cool kind of like see-through design on the top that's reminiscent of like N64 controllers from the late 90s, with some more thickness compared to the Zephyrus, and also a next-gen Ryzen processor that either will run cooler or quieter, or will just get pushed to the absolute limit so that it can handle the up to 300 Hz full HD panel option. The big selling point here though is the mechanical keyboard, which, very interesting, is quite clicky indeed. If you want this, but bigger, we've also got the Strix G17. You can see we've swapped, oh, well, this one doesn't seem to, either it doesn't have the vanity plate or it's like broken on this early unit. The rumors say this one will top out at an RTX 3070, but if I had to guess, I would say the up to 360 Hz display would indicate that it might need a little bit more grunt than that. Moving on, we've got this laptop. That came in a box. And the reason we left it in the box is because the box is actually kind of cool. Come on over here, Brandon. Oh yeah. How's that for box undoing, unboxing? Look at that, lists it right out of the box for you. Isn't that convenient? This is the updated Zephyrus Duo. With a 4K 120Hz panel on the top with 100% Adobe RGB and a secondary touchscreen, this thing is a beast for content creators and gamers alike. Once again, we get a next-gen Ryzen CPU and next-gen NVIDIA graphics, presumably the fastest ones available, and a 90 watt-hour battery to hopefully keep both screens going for, I don't know, maybe half a day? That seems like a lot to run on battery, does it not? Finally, we've got the Asus TUF-F15. There it is. Oh, there's so many laptops on the table. Its main selling point is a good price to performance ratio, and surprisingly, this is the only Intel laptop out of the entire bunch. Wow, the times really have changed, haven't they? Just like I'm changing from the body of this video to the sponsor segue. FreshBooks is the easy-to-use accounting software that's designed specifically with you in mind, the small business owner. FreshBooks has everything you need to manage your books: invoices, expenses, time tracking, and more. And FreshBooks is designed to be easy to use with built-in automation, so you spend less time invoicing, expensing, and tracking projects, and more time doing what matters most: growing your business. Whether you're a tradesperson, creative agency, or even a YouTuber, you can choose a plan that's right for you with FreshBooks. They have an award-winning Toronto-based support team who is always happy to help if you need it, and you can try it out for free for 30 days today. No credit card required at freshbooks.com/Linus. If you guys enjoyed this video, hey, go check out the short circuit one where I was able to actually game on these screens at least and give you some first impressions.